it's Scrappy Peep Suzanna here today for Elle Studio, and I'm sharing this first layout created with the March kit. The kits were released today, and if you are a subscriber, you can bundle and get that really cool stamp set. So that is Title Builder Volume 4, and it is bundled with a puffy sticker set, as well as I believe the others are on sale, but I cannot guarantee that. So I have 4 Easter pictures here. I'm going to use all 4 of them, and I've printed them slightly smaller, in fact 95% smaller than a 3x4, so that I can use these 3x4 cards as frames around a few of them. Of those 3 cards that I use there, 2 are from the kit. I'm sorry, 3 are from the kit, and then that green that's the border, I call it green grass, that is from the Flourish printables, so this month's printables. The label, as you can see, is from the kit as well. And then I have the sun, which is from the Title Builder, and then I put together the words beautiful and memories, also from Title Builder, to fill in some space and add just a little bit of visual interest to this. These are the Easter wood veneers, and I am going to use pretty much all of them, I think, to just add some fun to the page. I like the pictures are very busy, and I don't typically use as many colors or on this layout, and so I liked the way that the wood veneers kind of grounded things and provided that consistency throughout the layout. I also have here the acrylic Easter eggs. I really wanted to layer them up, so you can see I've put 4 on the page, but that for me violates my trio, and so I struggled with that. I really wanted to layer them up, but it was going to be way too much dimension and too much weight in one particular part of the layout, and so I opted against that, and you'll see how at the end of the layout I combated that problem. I have the 6x, I always forget the dimensions of these new paper pads, I'm sorry. I have the new 6x8.5 paper stack. This is also called Flourish, that complements these collections. And my thought was I had that huge empty space down there, and that I would use some of that blue as a slightly smaller, so narrower than the width of the photo space, to fill that up. And you can see how I go back and forth between, I don't want to leave that empty space up the top there, between where I had the egg and the photo. But by moving over that egg hunt over to the photo, I can not have that empty gap. And so I'm going to go back and forth between where that's actually going to end up. So while I ponder the merits of where that will go, I'm going to go ahead and stick down this grid. Really, in many ways, it's a grid, an asymmetrical grid, because I know that these are where those photos are going to go, and I can commit to that, and then I will be able to finish the rest of the layout as I have those things stuck down and can kind of shuffle things around without moving too much. I tend to get things exactly where I want them, and then when I stick them down, they never end up that way. So I covered up Happy Easter on that bottom card with the jelly beans or the Easter eggs, intentionally, because I already had Happy Easter in that wood veneer there, and so I didn't need it, and that allowed me to put something else in there. I am going to actually use one of the words, and I believe that also comes from Title Builder Volume 4, and I've done that off camera, so I can't confirm that. I'm going to put together in that blue label. I am using some liquid adhesive to put the wood veneers down. Once you use liquid adhesive, you cannot pull them back up. Well, you can, but you tend to pull your photo or your paper with you. I moved the bunny ears to over my daughter's head on that inner side there. I liked the way that it crossed from the left hand side of bank of photos to the right hand side and kind of tied things together a little bit, which is why I opted to do that. I also wanted some movement between all of those wood veneers on the page to kind of zigzag your eye down through the title, the stamping, the journaling, and the photos there. So I know I want this sun to be at the top over there over Happy Easter. It's kind of like Easter morning. It is Easter morning in these photos, which is why I want that to go there. And then I still haven't quite committed to where Beautiful Memories, again, from Title Builder is going to go. I know I want to stamp it in different colors, and I really didn't want it down the bottom because I knew I was going to have other random words that I wanted to put in, but I really didn't like that gap. I felt like everything was heavy down the bottom if I stamped it down the bottom. So I'm still deciding where that's going to go. So these are the adventure stickers, and it's my particular one says Moments Like These, and I like the way that that pulled some pink, which was kind of grounding to the busyness of those photos, which then meant that I was going to stamp Beautiful Memories up top. And I chose to do that kind of corally red color, which is going to be memories, and then beautiful will be along, it'll be right justified to that line of photos there. And I'm going to do that in sort of more of a blue color. And those are what stamps are those? My favorite things. Super easy to clean. They're kind of hybrid stamps. I've had them for a long time. I just really like the way that they're super bright and the ink is easy to clean off of the stamp. So I'm going to clear off my space a little bit here and figure out these acrylic eggs. I love these acrylic eggs. Last year there were acrylic bunnies. So it's nice to have the acrylic eggs to go with them, or this year is something slightly different. And so I am going to settle with this particular trio of eggs. The one over by the sun didn't really match. It was the proportions between the sun and the egg it just didn't work for me. So I am going to go with these three. I'm not going to stick it down because, again, that single egg by itself is just really visually bothering me. I wanted to fill up that space there, and so I put that green label from the kit, and I'm going to struggle with what to put there. I love all of these labels as space occupiers, but I run out of things to put on them, which is why I love the Title Builder stamps or the other stamps that usually come with the kit, in that you can always find a word that works, like together, the two of my kids. These are the super duper new alphas for this month. They are the black typewriter cardstock alphabet stickers, and I'm going to put them away and then pull them back out. I was being a little bit indecisive. So this is my solution to the Easter eggs by themselves, and I wanted them to have friends. I'm just going to cut them out of pattern paper, and they're slightly smaller, but I like the way that, again, by putting the different colors, I am able to add that visual interest and have some complementary colors that move your eye around those different clusters through the page, as well as then having that wood veneer that is the consistent color that moves your eye, kind of zigzags through the layout there. I wanted to put it behind the Easter egg a little bit, the acrylic egg, and so I had to kind of finagle the page because of the liquid glue to get that down. I am going to put this bunny here. I like the way that it kind of breaks up the linearness of that particular tag. And off camera, I'm going to put N with some Jane alpha stickers, and then that typewriter ampersand, and then M because it's Nicholas and Mia, my kids. And I'm going to use this 2019. You can see I'm kind of going to do the Suzanna title shuffle, but I'm going to put it underneath Easter because it's Happy Easter, Easter of 2019. And I believe off camera, I'm going to take, there is a Happy die cut in the kit, and I'm going to cover up the actual wood veneer Happy with that. And again, it just adds a little splash of color to that particular wood veneer there. These are the Tiny Shapes and Dots puffy stickers that are released today, and I'm just using those again to add some color. So that wraps it up. I'm going to journal in that journal spot. Enjoy the close-ups. If you have any questions about any of the new products released today, please don't hesitate to leave them in the box down below. Thanks for stopping in today. Thanks for joining me. I hope to see you again soon. Take care.